Hey guys, welcome back to Wander with Will. I'm on an abandoned island with no water, no food, and no shelter. I gotta survive for the next 3 nights, all alone by myself. We're gonna figure out how to get water and how to eat, but we're gonna do it together. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm here with some of my best friends. Woo! Well guys, yesterday we made it down to Cumberland Island. If you've never been to Cumberland Island before, it's located on the coast of Georgia. It is a beautiful island. When I look out at the ocean and I see the waves splashing onto the shore, I can't help but think to myself, there has to be a creator. I can see his artistry and creativity in the colors in the sky and in the way that the sun reflects off of the water. Just take it all in. Well, good morning everyone. It is a beautiful morning here on Cumberland Island. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's amazing to me. So I got to do some work, and if you have Verizon on the island, you'll get good service. If you got anything else, you're not getting the best of service. But if you go to the beach or to the dock, that's where I've learned that you're gonna get service at times. So I think the dock gives you the best opportunity to get service. The beach, it's kind of hit or miss. So I needed to do some work. I'm gonna head down to the dock, get some work done. But I mean, look at this. Isn't this like the best place to get work done? You know, as long as you have an internet connection, I mean, you can kind of work from anywhere. So if you are able to work, as long as you have a connection, come to Cumberland Island. I mean, it's basically like paradise. Down here by the dock, as you can see, dock is right that way. And so I just wanted to show you kind of what the ranger station looks like around here. They have a ton of carts. They have the ranger station right behind me with a covered kind of roof area so you can get in out of the sun. And biking is very popular here on Cumberland Island, because when you're riding under these live oaks, I mean, it's just gorgeous. So a lot of people bring their bikes and they'll bike for the day. They'll go see the ruins and all that good stuff. But they got tons of picnic tables around here, so that if you want to just come and, you know, have some lunch down here, you can do that. Also, there's lots of trails and roads that lead to other parts of the island. So it's just a beautiful way to get away for the day. If you're local, if you come into St. Mary's, or if you go to Jekyll Island, this is a good little stop close to there as well. Amelia Island is very close too. So yeah, I'll see you guys. We're gonna have lunch at the campsite, so I'll see you guys back that way. All right guys, so I just woke up from an amazing nap. So it's just so beautiful here on the island, and the birds are chirping, the wind's blowing, the temperature's just right. So I fell asleep pretty fast. It was great. But now we are headed to the ice house, which is basically just south of where we are. We heard that there's an opportunity to maybe see some manatees. So if I can get some for you, I will. Otherwise, I'll just get you some film on the trail. How do you build it up? With fruits and veggies kind of thing? spider web? Alright guys, we're coming into the ice house now, so I'll show you guys around. Have you ever seen miles of beach with nobody on it? That's what you experience down here on Cumberland Island. Just as far as you can see. It is a beautiful day. I know the wind is blowing pretty bad, but I had to just show you guys how gorgeous it is out here on the beach. I mean, the waves, the clouds. Debbie, what do you think?
This is amazing.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
All right, everybody, welcome to Seacamp. So, if you're new to Cumberland Island, or maybe you're thinking about checking this out, I wanted to just give you a quick tour of what you can expect here at Seacamp. So there's a couple of sinks outside here. You got some electrical hookups and stuff like that. The thing is there's no electricity in the actual campsites. So people like to use electricity here. Like Stephanie here. So people are charging their phones and doing all that sort of stuff. You can bring a power station, charge your power station here. There's water here as well. So if you need to get some fresh water, you can do that. Now, it doesn't taste great, right? It tastes like this sulfur kind of seawater stuff. But, you know, you can drink it. It's safe for that purposes. And then you can see as well a lot of stuff out here for showers. If you've never seen those before, those are the black 5-gallon buckets that you put a pump into, and then it shower. And then you got a lot of these solar bags as well that are just out here. So it is cold water showers only, which is why you see all these shower bags out here. And then there's a men's and a women's restroom, along with like 8 different shower stalls. So what people typically do is they either take a cold water shower, or they'll take one of those shower bags they fill it up with water, and then they bring that into the shower stall. And that way they can have a warm shower, or at least a lukewarm shower, so it doesn't take your breath away. But this is pretty much it. Now, here's the thing. Basically, a half mile back towards the dock is where you actually get off of the ferry. So it's the second stop on the ferry is called Seacamp, and that's where you can get off. Now, if you walk basically 0.1 mile that way, you're on the beach. I mean, so this is right next to the beach, and you can see on the beach, it's just absolutely gorgeous. There's not a lot of people here, which is why so many people love it. So if you're the kind of traveler where you like having lots of restaurants, lots of grocery stores, lots of amenities, that sort of thing, this is not for you. But if you're the kind of person that you love wildlife, you love primitive, you want beaches where you could go miles and not see another person, Cumberland Island is the perfect part for you. So we're down here at the dock for sunset, and just check out this view. So we're gonna watch some sunset and just enjoy. I'm gonna get some a time lapse of the sunset, and I'll put it on your screen right now. Well guys, we did not get much of a sunset tonight because a stubborn cloud is in the way. So we are headed back to the campsite, and we're gonna do some worship and just have a good night hanging out. So I'll see you guys back at the campsite. All right guys, I know it's super windy, so you're not getting great audio right now, but as you can see, there's nobody on the beach as far as you can see. No buildings, no people. That's what makes this beach so amazing. Well guys, we are here at the Dungeness right now, and this was owned by Thomas Carnegie and his wife Lucy. Here are their horses. They actually, whenever the mansion burned down, they actually just opened up the stables, and so now the island is filled with over 100 wild horses. Now you may be a horse person, but I would not recommend going over to them and acting like they are your horse. Although they are used to humans, they are in fact wild. Now there's a few different herds on the island. Some stick down here to Dungeness, others stick elsewhere on the island. But it's just beautiful to see them grazing and to see them around the ruins of this mansion. There's one coming up a little bit closer on my left. Let me move this so you can see it. This guy right here. Now when it comes to the horses, you're supposed to give them a very wide berth. So you need to be about as far from them as a school bus. This one right here, as you can see right on the video, it looks like he's right there, but he's actually further back. He's getting to be pretty close, closer than what the video shows. So if he continues to graze this way, I'm gonna have to step out of the frame. The great thing about these horses, I know a lot of people, they see some of the horses and look at the care of the horses, and they get a little upset because they're like, hey, you know, how come the rangers, or how come people are not taking better care of the horses? And the truth is that the horses don't really have any natural predators here on the island. That's why they went from a few to over 100. And so as a result, the park just kind of leaves them alone, and most of them died of natural causes and their old age. And so you may want to look at this horse and go, it looks very mangy, or it looks old, or, you know, how come they don't take care of it? But they're living great lives down here. They're completely free. Nobody messes with them. But they are, I mean, they're wild. So there are stories of people that have gotten bit by the horses on the heads, or have gotten kicked. And the unfortunate helicopter ride out of here that some people have to take because they're just not giving the horses enough space. Well, this guy's getting even closer now, so it's time for me to give him some more space and allow him to continue eating. The beauty here is just unbelievable. I mean, it's just natural beauty mixed with just man-made beauty, which the Dungeness that burnt to the ground, I mean, this mansion was huge. It was massive. What it would be like to be a Carnegie, you know what I mean? Wow. So Back when the Carnegies moved here, they purchased 4,000 acres of this island. And they had to get everything here, all the supplies, all the people, all of the equipment, everything. So now we're gonna be walking out to a place called the Grange Dock, which is right here. So now we're at the water wheelhouse. I know it's kind of windy down here, but the water wheelhouse is obviously where they had their well for fresh water here on the island. As you can see behind me, these pillars are actually made of a material that's kind of like concrete for the late 1800s. This has been standing since 1898. What's amazing is that it's a mixture of limestone and seashells that when they pack it together really tight, add water, you can see how well this thing holds up over time. Well, it's 7:30. We had a delicious dinner. We had an awesome time today. And because it's 7:30, you know what that means, right? It's time for sunset. So we are headed back to the dock to see if we get one last sunset. The one last night was hidden by a cloud. Tonight might be hidden by a cloud as well. But we'll see. The only way to know is just to, try. So I'll see you guys down by the dock. Well, guys, guess what? I don't think it's happening tonight. That is where the sunset is supposed to be, and there's nothing there. So we're gonna hang out here for a couple more minutes. I gotta download some music for worship tonight, and then we will head back to the campsite because ain't much seeing tonight. As I'm walking back to the campsite, I can't help but just be so grateful for the beauty that we get to see on this planet. I see a lot of YouTube channels that are outdoorsy, that are based around camping and all of these different, things that we enjoy. But very rarely do I see YouTube channels where these avid outdoorsmen give glory back to God. I think it's important to say that I talk about nature a lot. Like, I love being outdoors. You guys know how much I love camping. But, when it comes to camping, I love the creation, but I love the creator more. I enjoy the creation, but I enjoy the creator more. So last night here, and look at this. It's just hard to beat. Well, guys, that's the end of this video. And you know what I'm gonna say. Follow Jesus, follow the trail. You never know how beautiful life could be. Take care.